You're watching Steve's Off-Grid Adventures.
Well, it's pretty safe to say we're going to have quite the damage report after this storm is done. This is pretty crazy. And trees and branches are falling all over the place. You can hear them in the background. It's crazy. I personally have never seen a storm quite like this one. Not here anyways. That's a lot of ice. It's taking down a lot of good trees too. I'm worried about that one. You can see there's already, I think, 3, maybe even 4 of those other poplar tops just cracked off. It's too much freaking weight. They're just folding them right over. Hopefully this one can stay standing, or at least drop out into the opening. I did move the equipment out of the way. The tractor bucket was stuck, so I had to drive forward first. And then I could lift it up. I can fix that later. That's not a big deal. I just wanted to save the tractor. I don't want one of these trees falling on it. That wouldn't be good. You just hear the trees in the background. It's going to be quite the cleanup. Our apple tree took a kick too. A couple of branches right off of it. I can hear tractors working in the background too. There goes another one. It's going to be quite the before and after when I go back into the big bush. Compare it to my most recent video. Our solar panels are still actually producing power, by the way, even though they're coated in ice. Not much, but they're still producing power. That's definitely an advantage of living off-grid. You don't have to worry about hydro lines going down. You just have to worry about trees falling. We'll ride it out. We're definitely ready for it. Well, I figured I'd get a little bit more footage of the crazy freaking ice storm. This is very reminiscent of a storm when I was a kid and lived in Ottawa. I think it was 1998. It's a good way to show my age. But this is eerily similar to that one. Another big tree going down. I'm definitely going to have to use the small tractor and the winch tomorrow and go check on our main road coming in. I have no doubt there's going to be trees down that have to be pulled out and processed into firewood or sawmill logs. At the very least, clean up the freaking road, because it is going to be a mess. I'll keep you guys updated with all the cleanup and anything crazy that happens. Okay, so we're on to day 3 of the crazy ice storm of 2025, and it has now turned to rain. So most of the ice is melting at this point, thankfully. There were a lot of trees that came down, a lot of branches breaking off. Fortunately, not a lot of the bigger trees around here are down. I imagine that's going to be a very different story in the big bush. But I will be updating you guys as we go along, as I find out how much damage was actually caused. I'll keep you guys posted. So, assessing the damages from the ice storm of 2025, there is lots and lots of trees and branches down. We're going to start with going down our main road and checking out exactly what came down. I'm not going to bother bringing the small tractor and the winch out, just because it's very muddy and it's going to create large ruts. You can see what the Ranger did, because because I took a little drive up that way this morning and it's already leaving ruts, so I definitely don't want the tractor. We'll take a drive up and see what we get. So while it's just misting out, I'll be able to get some pretty good head cam footage, but if the rain really picks up, I'm gonna have to take it off. We're just gonna continue going up the road, cleaning up anything we come across along the way. For now, anything that's small, I'm just gonna throw off of the road. If it's worth taking for firewood, I will cut it into 4-foot sections and take it in the back of the Rangers on our way back, because I never know what's coming up until we get there. Definitely want to keep your head up today. There's definitely going to be low branches that are just hanging on for dear life. A lot of this stuff was already rotted. That's why it fell down so easy. Some of it's not. It's just from the weight of the ice breaking it off of the trees. But none of this baby stuff is worth firewood. Now this pine I probably will snag later on. Be very, very careful today. Do not want to be getting smacked by a branch. Need the saw to cut some of this down. We'll just continue going up about 20 feet at a time, or wherever I need to stop where there's stuff down. That's quite a piece of pine. Alright, you don't need to ask me that, because I look at it and I know it's got to be cut, right? Okay. So anything that needs to be cut, leave it.
Okay.
If it's small enough to handle, like you see this piece is hanging out,
yeah,
don't bother pulling that out. That's just a waste of time and effort. I'll come up, I'll slice it off, and I'll chuck it in.
Okay.
Any of the small stuff that's just laying across that you can easily handle, grab it, throw it in.
Okay.
definitely some firewood there. But for right now, I just want to make sure the road is clear. We can always come back later for that firewood. Take that down right now. I'm just going to slice this down so it's easy to handle. Throw it back into the bush line. I'll continue.
Roger, Dodger.
And we don't want to be taking our time in here. We want to be in and out as fast as possible. I've no doubt there's going to be some smaller branches that are just hanging on that will come down. And it's not so bad if it comes down while nobody's on the road. It means I have to come back and clean it up afterwards, but I'd rather do that than get smacked by a branch. And just take these little saplings out just because they're bent right over into the road. I'll cut them high though, so I know there's stumps left, and I can come back and trim them off right at the ground later on.
On your left.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
I'm actually kind of surprised there's not more. I was expecting whole trees to be across the road. Because I know there are some in the big bush and just off of our side roads. Definitely want to keep your ears open too. You start hearing cracking, especially if it's close. You want to know where it's coming from. Just cut this one. I'll do the same with these saplings, just cut them high. I'm already soaked. My feet are already soaked, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Just carry on. Well, that's definitely a good sign. Not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. We're through the actual forest section of our road. So we'll head up to the main road, turn around, swing back through, and pick up anything else we missed along the way. Any easy firewood that's already cut-ish to length, just throw in the back of the Ranger on your way by it.
Okay, like this one as an example.
That one as an example, that's why I stopped where I did.
Okay.
So basically, anytime you're driving down the road, because I have stuff in the back, I can't really do it.
I get
If it's easy to manage and it's not wider than the road, just chuck it in the back of the Ranger. But drive past it, stop, and load it.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're on the trail. I'm gonna take down some of the stuff that's going right across the trail. And for now, we're just going to throw it back into the bush line. The trail itself is still very wet, and I don't want to cause huge ruts with the tractor. So for now, we're just going to clean it up. Get it all out of the way, so people can drive past without worrying about getting smacked in the face. That other tree down there is keeping this up, so I can take these little branches off if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but I could have. I'm just going to cut it back here. Gotta watch this other tree, because it's under a lot of pressure at the moment. Once I cut this one, somewhere in this zone, it's probably just going to, it's going to want to slide down that other tree that it's hanging on, and that other tree is probably going to want to fling back upwards. So, you got to be very careful here. most attention by cutting this top branch off. Hey, no. You see what's going on here?
Yeah, you're cutting.
No, it's not just on cutting. You see this? I was leaning on this other tree.
Oh.
Any motion you make to disturb this puts me in harm. Okay?
Yes.
Out. No. Oh my goodness. So with this tree, you can actually see the branches are dug right into the ground, and that's what's keeping it up at the moment. So I don't want to cut those yet. What I can do though is cut it at the top, right behind where those branches are just laying there, and that end will just fall down while this end is still supported. And it's still attached on the stump down there, so I will have to consider that as well. And we'll see how this goes. So all you're going to do is push it into the bush lines. Preferably that one because there's more room. There's not a lot of space on this side.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to cut everything down so it's in manageable pieces. You standing anywhere near the cutting zone for the last time is not smart. You don't know what's going to go where. How many times do I need to say that? If I'm working here, you work down there. Alright. Go home. Get out of here. Those two are on the outside, that one's on the inside, so I'm going to try to roll it away from me. Methodically. That one's not under tension. That one is. So this one is under tension, but it's the last branch on that side. So when I cut this one out, the tree is going to want to roll away from me, hopefully. I had to fire my assistant. He's being too dangerous. That's what we wanted. I'm just going to continue cleaning along this path here. Everything I just cut, I'll throw into the bush lines, get rid of all the debris, and then I can carry on. Now, rain's starting to pick up. Gonna have to lose the head cam. I don't want to get it wet and have it malfunction. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.